Let's take you to KZN now, where the Congress of Traditional Leaders is calling for a commission of inquiry into a string of killings of Amakhosi and Izinduna in that province. More than 30 lives have been lost in this province alone. Contralesa has also been calling for unity of the Zulu royal house amid the ongoing dispute over the throne. eNCA senior reporter Siphamandla Goge is following the story, and he joins us now live. Sipa, just first of all, in terms of some clarity, it says 30 Izinduna and Amakhosi have been killed in KZN alone. During which period are they talking about?
It's a period of 3 years, but today the latest information we got from Contralesa, they say about 46 traditional leaders that have been killed for the past 3 years. They include Amakhosi and Izinduna. Those statistics, we did not get them from the police. We still need to verify that with the police in terms of the reported cases. But Contralesa today, during their media briefing in Durban, saying about 46 traditional leaders have been killed over a period of 3 years. It's something that concerns them. Those statistics will be verified and collaborated together with the police, but they say they are worried about the continued killing of traditional leaders. So today's main issue was to highlight their plan and program of action for the upcoming weekend's gathering. They call it Imbizo, and it's a conference of some sort for traditional leaders in KwaZulu-Natal under Contralesa. They will be dealing with a number of issues that they say concern them, and they include, of course, the issue of their safety, their protection, the killing of traditional leaders, discussing issues of land. They say Amakhosi need to be in charge of land so that they can ensure development. This is what Inkosi Themba Mavundla had to say about what will be discussed this coming weekend, but most importantly on the issue of land.
The recommendation by Mr. Motlanthe, we are very much against the recommendations that he made. And we invited Mr. Motlanthe to come and discuss with the board. He never came, he never sat with us to discuss these recommendations. Therefore, even if they can try to implement them, we'll go to the court of law.
So I hear they also discussed their unhappiness, Siphamandla, about illegal immigrants. Tell us more about that.
Indeed, that is correct. They say something needs to happen in South Africa in terms of government and law enforcement authorities dealing successfully and within the parameters of the law with the issue of illegal immigrants. They say they are not being xenophobic when they say the country needs to deal decisively with the issue of protecting the country's porous borders, and they say it's something that they will be discussing and resolving on, but they are calling on law enforcement agencies to ensure that the country's borders are protected, that the country's cities and towns, rural villages are protected, because it appears, according to them, they say it appears as if there are too many illegal immigrants in the country, and it's something that concerns them, and they would want to see that being addressed. This is what they had to say about that.
Very much concerned about the issues of legislation, issues of policies in this country, because the manner in which these people come in this country, it seems as if there are no policies, there are no legislations, because you can't have so many people coming to the country without complying with the rules and regulations, without complying with the legislation. It seems as if people are coming willy-nilly in the country without controlling measures, and we are having a concern of the behavior of these people who are coming to hide in the country, because you find that from the people, all these things of drugs, all these things of wunga, all these things of criminal activities, they are emanating from the shops that are being run by these foreigners.
And the ABC party, Siphamandla, what are they saying about the concerns that have been raised?
They say they support all the concerns that have been raised by Amakhosi and Contralesa. They share similar interests, and they would want to see those issues being addressed. The president of the ABC party, that is Philani Mavundla, who's also the deputy mayor of eThekwini Metro, his party is working with the ANC-led government in eThekwini Metro. He says he supports all those issues that have been raised by Amakhosi, and his party will be participating participating in the upcoming gathering and imbizo of Amakhosi, because Contralesa says they've invited not only just people who are traditional leaders, not only Amakhosi and Izinduna, but all stakeholders that would want to see socio-economic challenges being addressed in the country, issues of poverty, inequality, unemployment, crime as well, because they spoke about the issue of the killings at taverns. They say it's something that is new and it concerns them, because for many years people have been consuming alcohol at taverns, but they have not been gunned down in a manner that is happening currently. So Philani Mavundla saying his party will be ensuring that they participate on that one. But when it comes to the safety of Amakhosi, he says the time is now for that commission of inquiry to be set up and for Amakhosi to be provided with security and protection, because their lives are under threat. Let's take a listen.
Well, let me tell you, in that over 49 of them are Amakhosi. And if you look at it, it seems as if there is enough councillors who have been killed. This trend now has changed to our traditional leaders. We know it's been mainly the councillors that were being killed, but now we see that has moved now to Amakhosi, and it's getting serious. The 40 plus that we talk about, it has happened just over the last 3 years, and 9 of them are Amakhosi. And it's true that the Premier promised that there was going to be a commission that will deal this. He decided not to establish it, and we're not hearing anything that is being done to protect Amakhosi. You'll notice that every now and then somebody is killed, the Minister of Police will come and say, within 48 hours we'll catch them. It doesn't say the same when it comes to Amakhosi, simply because it's very clear that they are not happy with the structure and the existence of Amakhosi. That is our position.
All right, senior reporter Siphamandla Goge, thank you for that report. All right, still to come on All Angles, nursing union TENOSA are marching against government after some of its members weren't paid.